Okay, so everybody, welcome to my channel. I've actually never done a formal introduction video. My name's Don, I'm from Canada. I'm actually in Vietnam right now. Just moved here in July with my wife to be with my daughter and my wife's family, so my in-laws. Been here for about 3 months, just going through trying to figure out what we're gonna do. We did make a drastic change to come to Vietnam, mainly because we wanted to be around more family. Me personally, I have a foster family back in Canada. I do have biological family in Vietnam in the south, and a biological father in Canada, I believe. We kind of lost touch a while back, so I'm really not sure if he's actually in Canada or in Vietnam. For me, my first time in Vietnam was like 2006 when my biological father brought me back, and fell in love with the place before I even stepped foot actually on Vietnam soil. Before I even left the airport, actually. As soon as I stepped out of the airport sliding doors, when the humidity hit your face, the smells, the sound of the horns, just the amount of people, I automatically, pretty much in my head, knew that I was home and I was pretty much going to live in Vietnam. Just had to figure out how. Now, moving forward, yeah, my first time back was 2006. It was amazing. I think I was here for, I believe, about 7 weeks, if I remember correctly, and loved every part of it. Many new experiences, and it grew on me, and I think that's in my heart, I knew that's where I belonged. And I came back many years after that. Pretty much once every year, sometimes twice, sometimes skip the year. But I did meet my now wife in 2007, which is many moons ago. But it took us a while to get married. And we eventually did, and obviously now we have a daughter, and now we're back in Vietnam with her family, which is amazing. So, that's basically the short of it. Now, with the rest of it, we decided to move here, mainly after, I would say, lockdown in Canada, and Toronto specifically. I think it was not the best of times, mainly because my daughter, who is now 5, she was about 1.5 back then. It was basically me, my wife, and my 1.5-year-old stuck in for us it was a pretty large apartment, but stuck in a box. For me, what was I doing? Online poker? Sports cards, realistically, nothing. And I think it wore us down. I could see it on my wife's face that obviously not having family around was a big blow, considering how close she is with her family. My daughter, she only had us. Really, the lack of interaction with other kids was, I could see that it was not good for her. She wasn't developing I think none of the kids really were developing, considering where we were, just stuck, not allowed to do anything. But that's okay. After a couple trips back after COVID, I realized, I think my wife is much happier around family. I'm much happier in Vietnam. My daughter's so much happier here, mainly because she has so many people around her that just gushes over her. And where my wife's family lives, or where we live now, it is in a very nice neighborhood, and it's not nice like that. Nice as in everybody's very nice. Everybody knows each other. They know everybody. Everybody knows each other by name, I believe, except for me. Everybody speaks Vietnamese except for me and my daughter. But at least my daughter's bilingual. I'm getting there. But yeah, and so we took that plunge. Pretty much planned it for about a year, 2 years. I think we planned it okay. Did we have everything that we wanted to have before we moved? No, not close. But I think if we didn't do it, I don't think we would ever do it. So it was kind of if we don't do it now, we're never going to actually do it. So yeah, I convinced my wife. I know she She loves Vietnam, she loves her family, she loves everything here, but also she also likes Canada mainly because it's not Vietnam. But she was gracious enough to be convinced by me to go, hoping that everything works out. And if it doesn't, we can always go back to Canada, seeing as both my daughter and my wife have their Canadian citizenship, which is great. But hoping that we don't need to use that as the backup. Realistically today, well, it's Wednesday, October, I believe, 2nd. It is raining outside where I am, but it's not too bad. I just wanted to make a quick intro just to give you, I guess, an overview of what this channel is. As you can tell, if you look at the channel, it's pretty much all videos of my daughter, because I'm clearly not a YouTuber. I'm not trying to be. I think it's more of just documenting our trip, our journey, the struggles that come along with it, as well as the successes, hopefully. As you can tell, I told you ahead of time, I don't have a face for YouTube, and I don't have a voice for radio. So hopefully this is something that maybe I can learn to adapt to, and maybe it gives you a little insight on our journey, but also maybe if you had questions, maybe you had the same thoughts, whatever country you're from. Maybe you're from, I don't know, Cambodia, Philippines, Thailand, and you're in Canada or another country and you're looking at going home, moving home as an expat, or moving home to be with family, or moving home to start a business or a business venture of some sort, or just a change of scenery. We've been through all of it, I would say, and hopefully some of the videos that I put out maybe could give you a little bit of insight onto the struggles, or what you need to know before you move, or other obstacles you need to cross before actually moving. Yeah, I'm moving around a lot because I'm not comfortable in front of a camera, but I'm trying to be. So hopefully this works out, and I'll see you on the next video.